I want to show you a video of a woman who, her and her husband are in a bit of a travel quandary, and then we're going to come back and talk about what she had to say.
Somebody please tell me that it's going to be okay. My husband left on Monday, May 5th to go to a work trip in Ohio, and that was before they passed the rule that you needed a real ID. So he made it on the plane to Ohio and then did not realize until after that he doesn't have a passport or a real ID. So hopefully he gets back to Arizona. He's supposed to get back tonight, and tomorrow we leave for Mexico. So if he doesn't get back, then we don't go to Mexico. Somebody please. I mean, I know it just passed yesterday, but does anyone have like a story where they went to the airport and they didn't make it, or hopefully did make it? Because I'm freaking out now. And if we don't go to Mexico, I will cry.
So, right off the bat, you're dealing with some first world problems there. If I don't go to Mexico, I'm going to cry. There are people that are trying to figure out how to pay their fucking bills right now. And I know that's not your problem. I'm just making sure that you're aware that's first world problems. And I'm aware of it. I do the same fucking thing. I was pissed off when COVID canceled the fucking vacation to Costa Rica. You know, first world problems. Just wanted to throw that out there. No, they did not just pass Real ID a couple of days ago. They passed it years ago. This has been something that has been on the books for years. It kept getting delayed. The implementation of it kept getting delayed all the way up until May 7th. But they didn't just pass this. They just implemented this. But they didn't just pass it. And if I'm being completely honest, if I'm being as open as I possibly can, with all due respect, if your husband travels for work, then it was incumbent upon your husband to be up to date on the laws he needed to be in adherence to in order to continue to travel for work, which includes being up to date on the Real ID. Now, even though the government has delayed the implementation of the Real ID for several years now, set several new benchmarks or new periods of time to meet in order for it to be implemented, it would still have been in your husband's best interest to get it taken care of all the way back when they first passed the law, knowing that eventually he was going to need such an ID in order to get on a plane and travel for work. You're freaking out, with all due respect, because you and your husband didn't pay attention to a law that's been on the books for years that would impact his ability to travel for work. Now, will it be okay? Who the fuck knows? I guess it would depend on what kind of person you get at the screening desk at any given airport and how well your husband can sell. Hey, man, I gotta get it. I understand. I got on a plane on May 5th. I wasn't thinking that I was going to be out of town. Maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it won't. But at the end of the day, if he doesn't get back and you don't go to Mexico, the only people you have to blame are yourselves, because it didn't just pass. It just got implemented. This has been a law for years. It sounds like you guys get on planes more than a few times. You should have been on top of this.